Alright, now that we have our VHDX container prepared, we need to just update our scripts to make the app-attach process running. And to do so, I have already prepared 4 scripts for staging, registering, deregistering, as well as destaging. The information you need to update here is especially the VHD source. So where is your VHDX container, or where can it be found? The package name, meaning the applications stored inside of your container itself. In my case, this is Visual Studio Code and PowerShell 7, which is typed a little bit down below. The parent folder is MSIX, as well as the volume GUID. This one can be grabbed by typing the command mountfol. I will show this a bit later as well. And finally, the place where the junction itself happens, so meaning ctemp app-attach. This is step number 1. Let's execute it to see what's going to happen. Actually, the VHDX will be mounted successfully and the junction point for both applications PowerShell 7 and Visual Studio will be created. And this is a positive outcome. When we check the local hard drive and we go to ctemp app-attach, we can see that both applications are now present and the junction was successfully. The second script I've created is much easier to fill out. So you simply need to take the package name, also what we can see here, PowerShell 7, Visual Studio Code. This will be replaced by package name 2. There are no limitations, so you can take as much applications as fit to your container finally, and those will be registered and presented to the end user. So if we validate this one, we can see that PowerShell 7 and Visual Studio Code are not present here on the system. And when I run this script, you can see within a few seconds they are presented to our end users. And this is simply awesome. If we check the deregistering process, so the process of taking those applications away from my end users, you only have to fill out the package name and package name 2. The rest will be done. So let me execute this one. And you can see that the applications are removed from the start menu. Last but not least, that's a destaging process for the log off or shutdown process, where you need to type the VHD source, so the location where you have stored your VHDX file, as well as the package name and the package name 2 and more if needed. And this will finally remove the junction points, what we can see below ctemp app-attach, as well as dismount the VHDX. And this is what we're going to run right now. You can see this was successful as well. And if we have a look at ctemp app-attach, you can see that both folders have been deleted, the junction points have been removed. And this concludes our demonstration. If you want to use those scripts right now for your group policy, you can do so, meaning staging, as you know, for the computer policies, scripts at the startup, the destaging for the shutdown process, registering and deregistering are for log on as well as log off. And this really concludes our demonstration, and I hope that, that you found it helpful so far. And let's go back to the last topics, the peek future look, what happens and what MSIX app-attach will bring us in the future.